So, good evening, viewers, and this is indeed going to be a very engaging session. I have the proud privilege to introduce to you the one and only Michael Quasji. Michael, welcome on 10 News Network. And as we all know, the Delhi elections are not far. You know, they are around the corner, and a very high-stake battle for the three main contenders, namely the Aam Aadmi Party, and which has been in the government for last few years, and of course BJP, and then the grand old Congress Party, which had a golden run from 1998 to 2013, when Sheila Dikshit was the CM and was at the helm of the affairs, and Chaudhry Prem Singh was the Pradesh President in charge. So Michael, first of all, you know, for the benefit of our viewers, I would like to know from you, what are the three critical issues concerning the capital city today, as of now?
What I see in the city today is, you know, the main issues which are coming up in the city today is basically, if we are standing here, if you have a look around, you see that pedestrians on the street are finding it very difficult to walk on the streets to begin with, and with the overcrowding of cars and vehicles and misusing of parking space, and you know, the other issues which are also facing out here, which I see on a regular and a daily basis, is road rage, which is happening in Delhi, which is
quite a burning issue.
It's a burning issue, and it needs to be looked into, and I hope this coming government, with the coming elections, I wish the people of Delhi would choose sensibly their councillors, their MLAs in and around, and vote for them accordingly, where, you know, they put in a lot of effort looking into the benefits of the citizens of Delhi.
So you mentioned two, basically, you know, the roads which are encroached,
Yes.
and which are an obstruction for the smooth flow of the traffic. That is one thing. Second, you mentioned about road rage,
Yes.
which is quite a contentious issue. It needs to be addressed. There is no second thought about that. What about the third critical issue?
The third critical issue is, I think people need to, third critical issue which people need to, they basically need to know who they're voting for, which is very, very important in times of today, and not to just aimlessly fall for the false promises of the candidates. And I would say, like, which they are fooled into. Most of the time they are fooled into this, you know, and given false promises, and when it's time for them to deliver, you don't see the deliverance taking place.
Very well said. I think you have not minced your words here. You have been very upfront, very forthcoming, and quite candid, and really appreciate this candidness.
Thank you.
So, but Michael, now since you've been in Delhi for close to 4 decades now, and of course you hail from the city of Nawabs, Lucknow.
That's right.
So what do you think is one very important thing which, you know, any government should do, should take it up on a war footing note once when they are voted to power?
See, once they are voted into power, I would begin with, I've seen a lot in the past happening in Delhi where deliverance has not been provided to the citizens of Delhi, which has to be taken on a very serious note.
Means you mean to say they should come up with this concept of tabling their report cards?
That's right.
A month
they need to be
long report card.
They need to be accountable for what they have been, you know, voted for.
So that accountability is missing all these years, what you have observed.
What I've observed.
Okay, so that means, so this is one critical grey area which needs to be addressed by all the political parties, and they must take a strong note
I'm
of
not
it.
being biased here. I'm not being
No,
biased.
you are absolutely fair.
It needs to any party, be it
So cutting across the political spectrum,
Yes.
all the political parties need to be accountable, transparent, and showcase their report card.
That's
That is
right.
what you're suggesting.
That's what I'm suggesting. Yes.
Okay. So now two very pertinent issues which come to the mind, because Delhi elections round the corner and a high prestige battle, and it means all the world for Aam Aadmi Party, which has been the ruling dispensation for last few years now. So as of now, this is going to be a tough one. So as of now, today is 15th of January, and another 21 days, because 5th of February the city goes to vote. So then, as of now, how is the tide tilted?
I feel the tide is tilting towards the BJP, and definitely I've also been traveling quite a bit, and I have seen them delivering in parts of Goa, where I've also just recently come back from Goa, and I've also seen a lot of development taking place in Goa, and I find that BJP is delivering on many a foot front.
As a very proactive citizen of the country, whom do you wish to see as your next CM of Delhi?
I would definitely want whoever comes in definitely needs to deliver in Delhi.
No, but any one name?
I wouldn't want to take names out
So
here.
what I understand
But
is
I
someone
feel-
who can match up to the credibility of Sheila Dikshit ji.
I feel Narendra Modi is definitely doing a tremendous and a great job. And I wish whoever comes in and whoever follows suit.
But you can't have Narendra Modi here
I know
to become
we
the
cannot,
CM, to assume the role and responsibility of a CM. So then, who is the the best choice? Because this is no ordinary job.
No names are coming to my mind right now because I've been disappointed.
So what about the prospects of Congress? Because Congress
I have seen the Congress
from
I've
1988
seen
to
the Congress.
2013.
Yes, I've seen the Congress work in the past, and they have made many a blunders, which today they have. The consequences are in front of most people. And I find on ground people are very, very disappointed with the Congress, and due to them not delivering and have at the same time I feel they have very bad people giving them taking decisions in the past out here and giving them suggestions which haven't been good for the country.
So Michael, you've been quite vocal, because I had this opportunity to interact with you earlier also, and there you were raising this very germane issue.
I have
of,
also been. I have
leaders
also been a Congress supporter as well in the past.
Okay.
But with time, I feel, I'm having second thoughts about it, and I definitely wish the Congress also to pull up their socks and concentrate more on delivering.
Fair enough. So, you've also been very vocal on this very germane issue of the political stalwarts, the leaders, during this dance of democracy, during the festival of democracy, elections, they quite often, resort to using derogatory language. The rhetoric is quite harsh. So what is that one, very critical suggestion which you would like to offer to the leaders who are looked upon as role models by the common man, the voters?
Is to deliver. It's basically you're here to deliver. You ought to deliver.
Yeah, but don't you think that they need to set a benchmark?
They definitely need to set up a benchmark. They definitely need to, come up to a higher standard. If you're talking about
Because elections come and go.
If you're talking,
This is an ongoing process.
if you're talking about being one of the best in the world and upcoming country in the world, you also need to deliver accordingly.
Michael, who better than you to answer this last question? What do you think needs to transform Delhi, our most cherished capital city, into a truly world-class city?
That's a tough one to reply, because people definitely need to, be more human, and we need more humanity in this world today. Looking at the situation in the world today, we need a lot of more brotherhood in this country.
I think very well said, very well articulated. You put the entire facts into perspective, and that is actually the need of the hour, because elections are an ongoing process. They are part of our democratic setup. So what is expected from the leaders, the political stalwarts, is to raise the standards of their politics and to not disappoint the common man, the voter, who eventually who leaves his or her comfort zone during the time of elections, and then reposes all the faith in the world on the acumen of a particular political party or a political leader. So Michael, it was indeed a pleasure as usual interacting with you, and indeed grateful for imparting such invaluable inputs into the forthcoming Delhi state elections. Thank you so much.